Ready? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Let us tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this evening. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Ooh, collective energy. We've got the Star. Healing and rejuvenation. Hey, there you go, baby boy. Challenged by. Challenged by the Five of Pentacles. A financial loss and lack in the subconscious. The Hanged Man. A sacrifice, a release. In the recent past, we've got a Tower. Sudden change, upheaval, intentions and expectations, death. In the near future, we've got the King of Wands in the upright, overcoming challenges. The lens is being looked through. Nine of Swords in the upright. Somebody's in a nightmare. In the environment. We've got the Empress. Hopes and fears. We've got the Hermit. Soul searching, shining a light on generosity, on inheritance, on the prosperity. Soul searching. And the outcome? Page of Wands in the upright. Excitement and freedom. Limitless potential. On the bottom of the deck, Lovers. Strength. Reunions. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Star. Forgiveness and faith. healing and rejuvenation. The challenge is this Five of Pentacles, worry, insecurity, a defeat. What do we got here? As is. In the subconscious, we do have a release, a letting go, a sacrifice, a surrender. We've got Arcana. In the recent past, we've got a Tower. A Tower, a promise, an end to conflict. Death. Optimism. King of Wands, visionary, natural leader, overcoming challenge, seeing the bigger picture, innocent. He could be innocent, or he is leading the innocent. We've got a Nine of Swords here, and the lens is being looked through. Somebody's feeling hopeless and in a trauma and despair. There's death here, Tower, death. Witch. This witch is in trauma and despair. The Empress is in the environment. Love. And this one, we've got yes or no. So we'll clarify that, get some more information on that. We've got the Hermit here shining a light on the truth regarding these inheritances, regarding sharing the wealth, regarding generosity. Grave. Observation. Freedom. Observation. Limitless potential. Perfection. You've been being witnessed. You've been being watched. How you handled this tribe was perfect. You're a wholesome being. And this player is out of time. They're a chicken caught up in some drama. An absent father could be martyred. We've got important leadership here. Partners. Important leadership partners. So it's a team effort. Let us hope it remains that way. So, collective energy, please, Spirit, collective energy. The Star, forgiveness and faith. I hate it when it happens like that. Forgiveness and faith. It landed in my lap, but it landed upside down, and we've got irreplaceable upside down. This star, as far as I can see here, is has got forgiveness. They are as they are, just as they are, transparent, authentic. They've received forgiveness, and this person here is not irreplaceable, and they're in a Five of Pentacles. They're challenged by a Five of Pentacles. You are Arcana, and you're letting that go. They made mistakes. They made mistakes, and you are just as you are. You're Arcana, and you're letting that go. Surrendering it. Releasing it. The truth is revealed. There's a tower here. There's a promise to end conflict. We've got new chapter. Death. Optimism. So you're optimistic about this new chapter. The old man. We've got tower. No more conflict. We're not fighting anymore. This is death. We're not fighting anymore. Somebody's going to die. Detachment. They're getting detached. They're being disconnected. There's optimism here for this new chapter. King of Wands is here on behalf of the innocent, or he is innocent. He's overcome his challenges. Daydreaming, longing for you. Perhaps he sees you as innocent. This witch is in a Nine of Swords energy. They're in a trauma, like they're in trauma and despair. They're in a nightmare. They want forgiveness. The Empress is here with love, and we've got yes or no. Yes or no. We've got dishonesty in the reverse. So the Empress is here looking at love, looking at union, looking at love. And it's like, she's like, okay, so yes or no. Are you honest? Yes or no. That's what she's looking at right now. On whether this love is honest, yes or no. She's shining a light on souls because it's regarding the inheritance that is going to these people. And some of these folks are going to the grave. So she's looking very carefully at this. This witch here is going to the grave. They sabotaged themselves. And you've got limitless potential, excitement, freedom, and observation. Everything has been witnessed from afar. You have handled this tribe, family, whatever, perfectly. You are wholesome. You are wholesome. We got disagreements. Somebody wishes you understood how they feel. They're being held back. They miss their opportunity and they want to escape. While you are entering into a reunion. A higher level commitment. Or a commitment, period. I mean, because previously there wasn't any, so. Somebody who takes their responsibilities seriously. So you're the star, healing and rejuvenation. You've got forgiveness and faith here. And you're right here next to somebody who's not irreplaceable, who's not seen as irreplaceable. Your challenge, well, their challenge is that they made mistakes and that they're facing a 5 of Pentacles and that you are just as you are and you've gotten forgiveness. It's like, you are as you are. You didn't have to pretend to be this or pretend to be that. You didn't have to be afraid to say this or afraid to say that. You were just honest, authentic, good, bad, and the ugly, and you've received forgiveness and gained your freedom. You didn't play games. You were just you. Truthfully, honestly, Arcana, you. Truth. Just as you are. You weren't playing games, pretending. You weren't going after somebody else's stuff. Doubt. So these ones are in doubt now. They made mistakes and they're in a 5 of Pentacles energy. They've lost all their money. And they're being released. With this Hanged Man energy here. They're being let go. They could be seeing things from a new perspective now. Yeah, you're coming into your purpose, or this is your purpose. Your Arcana, you're revealing the truth. And it's causing a tower. There's a promise to end this conflict, to start a new chapter. It's optimistic. Through death, this, all this bullpucky is being detached. Through death. It's the end of a cycle. We're moving into relationships that serve the higher good in this new chapter. Macro. Could make it personal, but it's the imagination. Trust. So death is detaching this drama from you. You can have optimistic and trust in your mind. So the imagination, like the thoughts that are going to be flowing through the mind, you're going to be able to trust them. It's not going to be seeded toxic implants. It's not going to be no more mental manipulation. No more manipulation of the thought forms in the collective fields. The people who were doing that are being detached. Detached. So there's optimism. Freedom for the collective field of consciousness. You know, there won't be any nefarious soldiers fighting against love, seeding infidelity and, you know, sickened succubuses and incubuses after you in the dream state and such. Death. It's over. Oops, and it fell right on top of the death card and detachment. Death twice. Detachment. This is over. There will be an end to this conflict. King of Wands is a natural leader. He's longing for you. You're innocent. You're optimistic. Growth. You have expanded in consciousness and awareness. You have a great mind. A great mind that is trustworthy. You're optimistic. There's this, wow, we got forgiveness again here too. Forgiveness, forgiveness. This witch is in trauma and despair. They want to be forgiven. They're under some heavy judgment. The Empress is here regarding love, and she's looking at this like the two very carefully. Are you honest? Is this honest? Is this true love? Or is this just some sexual fantasy, that you may get rich quick scheme or something? We've got abundance. So there is this limitless beings who can manifest whatever they desire. It's like she's looking at it. It's like, are you love? Are you a limitless being? Is this honest to goodness love? Is this lust? There's the Hermit here. There's a light shining on the souls of folks regarding the inheritance, regarding this wealth, this, and we got friendship here. Yeah, because these ones, this witch, they sabotage your friendship. This witch, there's a grave here. They sabotage their friendship with you. It's over. They're in regret. They messed up their friendship with you. They turned on their friend. They weren't really a friend. So you've got limitless potential, excitement, freedom. This has been observed. This has been seen. Somebody's in disagreement about this. Somebody's spying. There could be a spy. Failure in the reverse. They couldn't cause you a failure. They're having disagreements because they couldn't cause you a failure, and they're coming up with all different kinds of excuses as to why that happened and how it's not fair. So they're actually in that mode right now. It's not fair. I couldn't cause a failure because of this and that. That's not fair. This shouldn't be over. You need to understand. And it's like, whoa. It is fair. It is fair. You honor your physical vessel. You honor your health. And they are in regret because you maintained your attitude of gratitude even when you were alone, even when you were forced to be alone without anybody to show you a kindness or a mercy or a love. These envious, prideful people kept you apart from everybody else because you possess gifts of the soul to benefit you and others. You see both sides of a situation. You care about people, and they're guilty of trying to kill your love because they blamed you for what? Your discipline? You're not supposed to be disciplined? They have to accept the things they cannot change. You persevered through the fear. You persevered through the fear that they were giving, that they were drumming up for you, and now they need to surrender their need to control. You are an honest person, and they don't know what to do. These ones who are bringing adversity to you, they don't know what to do now because you're in balance, and you focus on the lighter side of life, and this is what caused the change. Everything happens in divine order. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. These ones are in grief over your happiness and peace and the service that you will be providing. They're in denial and worried over your courage. You are a formidable being. And I take this as a macro because we've got a promise to end this conflict. There's a tower, there's death, this is, a collective affair. It's not a singular, I don't look at it as a singular, this is a collective affair. The collective is united and coming together to put an end to this. They've had it. Enough is enough. They're calling judgment on it. And they don't want to fight anymore. And they're not going to fight anymore. They're not dragging it out. There's no entertaining of pissy little petty attitudes anymore. There just isn't. It's like, oh, it's over. We're not fighting about this anymore. If you refuse to stop fighting, boom, have a death card. We got it out here twice. We're moving forward into relationships that serve the higher good. And that doesn't include constantly fighting over pettiness, over who has what. So we've got a mature man here who is not an irreplaceable person. You've got your freedom, you've got your house, you've got forgiveness, you've got your faith. You are a star being. This mature man is not an irreplaceable person. They made mistakes and they suffered a financial loss. They're in a Five of Pentacles. They're suffering doubt right now. You are as you are. You didn't have to do anything except just be. You just be. You are in your purpose. You are Arcana. You are the truth. And you're releasing this. You're letting it go. On the distant horizons, that's a sky ship. Take it how it resonates. You could be making a departure. We've got a tower here. There's a promise. There's going to be an end to this conflict. We've got great fortune, new chapter, relationships that serve the higher good. Optimism. You can trust your mental body. There's a death to this business. You've got tower, promise, end of conflict, death, detachment. This is like the most serious this is serious business, man. Marriage. King of Wands here, visionary, overcoming challenges, sees you, optimistic, truthful, Arcana, Empress, innocent, daydreaming for, you're expanded in consciousness and awareness. This witch is under judgment. They want forgiveness. This false person, a false person witch, is under judgment in a Nine of Swords energy. There's the forgiveness card is out here twice. They really want to be forgiven over this unexpected income. That's all that mattered to them was unexpected income, and now they're in a freaking nightmare regarding unexpected income. The Empress is here with love, limitless being. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And we've got this Empress is looking at folks here regarding their honesty. We got toil and labor. So she's looking at this honesty. Honestly, did you do toil and labor to dominate somebody's mind, to dominate somebody's life? Did you do witchcraft to strip somebody of their free will and free choice to live life according to their own desires and heart song? That's what she's looking at here. Did you or didn't you? Yes or no? Mature woman could be headed to the grave. You're shining a light on this. There's a soul searching going on regarding these inheritances. We've got this mature woman who's headed into a grave. She sabotaged your friendship. Really wants forgiveness. But all forgiveness really is release. It's release. It's a letting go. Taking off the backpack full of rocks and setting it down and saying, I'm no longer carrying you. So, soul searching. So we've got inheritances here. We got the gift. Those who have the light within them, those who are the gift, going on a journey. And the mature woman who sabotaged your friendship going into a grave. You've got limitless potential here. Limitless potential, freedom. Again, because in the central energy, you've got star, forgiveness and faith, house, and freedom. And in the outgoing energy, you've got Page of Wands. So that's limitless potential and freedom and observation. We've got wealthy man here in the reverse. They're in disagreement that they weren't able to cause you a failure. They disagree with the way that this went down. This has been seen from a higher position, a bigger scale of vision, and you handled it perfectly. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter how much they disagree about this, the fact that they couldn't cause you a failure. You handled this tribe perfectly. You are a wholesome being. And this player ran out of time. Or they ran into time. Maybe you are time. Or maybe it's time for this player to experience drama. They're a chicken. Perhaps they're an absent father and they're going to be martyred. I don't know. Maybe they're somebody who was in charge of causing fathers to be absent. I don't know. But it looks like that cycle's over. Pathway's open. Pathway is open for you. And these ones are getting a message of concern for what they did in a family room regarding a child. Message. Main female is expecting to be a privileged lady. This is freaking over, man. We've got the courthouse, imprisonment, and coffin here. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. This mature man wants to compromise. They're not an irreplaceable being. You've gained your freedom. You've got your house. You've got forgiveness for your faith. You are a star being. You are as you are. You don't pretend. You don't put on airs. You don't lie. You just are as you are. You are who you say you are. These ones are protesting. They're blind. They may have lost their vision. They may not have access to their third eye anymore. They're being let go. They're going somewhere on the distant horizons, or this arcana is going somewhere on the distant horizons. The truth is out. This one is overloaded. They're overloaded because they're being let go. And they've got lots of obligations. So whatever they're obligated to, or whoever they're obligated to, they're obligated. And they're in a tower. Everything's falling apart. There's a promise. There's going to be an end to this conflict. They're not playing games anymore. This isn't just a minor reset. No, this is like a tearing it all down. They're going to tear it all down. Family in the reverse. This person's family isn't going to survive. This witch's family isn't going to survive. We're moving into a chapter where these great fortunes, these relationships will serve the higher good. Yeah, this previous cycle is over. There's a huge detachment happening, and that's justice. That's justice. Death, detachment, justice. We're returning to a place, a new chapter where you can trust the thoughts in your own mind. Marriage. King of Wands. Daydreaming of longing for you. You are expanded and innocent, and we've got a false person here in trauma and despair over your unexpected income. This witch is under judgment, and there's forgiveness and forgiveness twice. So they're seeking forgiveness. They want forgiveness. They really want forgiveness. And we've got origin in the reverse. That family tree is no more. The family tree is no more. The Empress is here with her alliances, looking at these love unions to make sure that they're honest, and that when they come together that neither of them have done toil and labor to puppet anybody in a relationship. She's making very certain that those who are coming together and making these promises together in love have earned merit and haven't targeted anybody for profit. They're going to be gifts. Each of them will be the gift, and they will offer themselves to each other and come into their inheritance. The Hermit here is shining a light on this. The Empress is like shining a light on this. And there's going to be a separation, a journey. Some are headed to blissful unions, and some are headed to the grave. This mature woman is disturbed. She sabotaged this friendship with you. She's going into the grave. This witch, whoever this witch is, you've got your freedom, your limitless potential. This has been seen from the higher ups or from a higher dimensional team. And these ones are in disagreement over their inability to cause you a failure. This wealthy man is no longer wealthy, and they're complaining and they're fighting and they're whining about why they weren't able to cause you a failure, and they're in fright. They demanding that somebody take a look at this, that this isn't the actual outcome, that, but it is the actual outcome. And you're entering into your caring family unit. It's time. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. So you're cheerful. You're cheerful. And these ones are all haughty. They're like snobby, wanting to fight with you, wanting to compromise, wanting reconciliation. They're not irreplaceable. This mature man, this older man, they make mistakes. They're full of doubt. They're protesting their inability to utilize their third eye to what? Spy on you. They're in a 5 of Pentacles, so they've lost their financial wealth. They're no longer a wealthy man. They're overloaded because you're cutting them off. You're letting them go. You're not having anything to do with it. They're being let go. And it's not just you, Empress. It's the Arcana. It's the Arcana who have been watching this from afar. And they have made a promise to end this conflict. This is it. We're not doing some mediocre, patch things up. No, it's a complete, boom, shaka freaking laka undoing. Shaka freaking laka undoing. Death. They're being sacrificed. They're being let go. These soldiers who made war against love and faithful unions. They're in a tower. Their family, their whole family is in a tower. Their whole family isn't going to make it. We got house. It's a new chapter in the house. A new chapter for what goes on in the house. A new chapter for families. It's a surprise. It'll be a surprise. Or there is a surprise. There's a hidden surprise. There might be a hidden surprise in the waters. There's a hidden surprise in the waters. Watch the waters. There's a hidden surprise in the waters. When the waters boil, somebody said that earlier today. Something's coming up through the waters. And it's going to deliver justice. Somebody said something that people may be fooled into thinking that this is the actual like savior or whatever, but this is the test. This is the test. There will be a destruction of everything that is of this. And then there will need to be an observation. Very careful observation for what comes next. Okay? Just so you know. Stay informed. Stay patient and don't draw conclusions too quickly. We've got thought. Yeah. King of Wands is thinking about you. Daydreaming about you. You're innocent and you have expanded. You've got great expansion. Marriage is out here twice. False person in trauma and despair. Twitch is under judgment. We've got forgiveness twice, but forgiveness isn't in the reverse. You know, and another word for forgiveness is release. And then we've got the sacrifice card here with the Hanged Man. So that's a release card, right? So this tells me that the bloodline of whoever this witch family is, it's being undone. Their family tree is being undone. We've got a priest here in the reverse. This could be a dark priest. Dark priest. Dark priest. They couldn't cause a misfortune for you. They're not able to cause a misfortune for these upcoming promises and unions. They're not. So we got reunion here, but it came out in the reverse. So it's like this tells me that they're not able to interfere in this at all. They can't cause it a misfortune, and they can't interfere in it. Like they want to flip it upside down. This could also be that these ones who that if there has been anybody that has done toil and labor to manipulate the thought process, relationship process, or life in general of anybody, they don't get to participate in the reunion. They need to be honest. Honest. These unions are honest, and nobody who has ever caused misfortune for somebody will get to take part in it. We've got a journey coming up here, soul searching with the Hermit, inheritance, gift. So it's a beautiful thing that you're coming into. And then this witch family, this mature woman witch family, they're in the grave. We got grave, death twice, Tower. There's new rules for the house. There's new rules for the household. It isn't just a wham bam, thank you ma'am, let's have kids and I'm just going to go have a party and I'm going to go party all the time, party all the time. Pleasure seekers, grave, mature woman, mental disturbances, sabotage themselves and their friendship. They could have been your friend at some point. And now they're in despair. And they're frightened. And they're trying to come up with all kinds of excuses as to why they couldn't take you out. They're in disagreement. They're fighting. They're loudly disagreeing. But it's because they're in fright and they're in despair. All of this has been seen. They can't argue with it. It has been seen by higher levels of folk, and this was legit. This is legit. It's legitimate. They need to go see the doctor. There could be people talking about this thief needing to go see a doctor, and they're in sorrow. Something happened. Something's at the doctor, and they're in sorrow. And this one came out, love, 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 love. Well, I mean, I hope that this clarifies something that you already knew or intuitively may have knew. But it looks like we're about ready to have a big death fest. Because they're not coming here to fight. They're coming here to end this conflict. So be prepared. Be prepared for justice, to be detaching folks, and to be serving a double dose of death. And don't be surprised by what comes out of the water. See you on the next one.